Bienvenidos a Ciencia, pero no ficción. Prepárate para que exploremos juntos la trayectoria del conocimiento, desde una simple pregunta hasta el impacto que el saber puede tener en nuestra sociedad. Aquí hablaremos sobre cómo la ciencia y la educación se entrelazan e impactan cada faceta de nuestra vida, porque la ciencia es más que datos y descubrimientos. Esto es Ciencia, pero no ficción.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of our video podcast, this time with a very special guest, Mr. Yongsuk Jang. Welcome to our video podcast and thank you for being here with us. Mr. Jang is currently the chairman of the Science and Technology Policy Committee of OECD. And please tell us a bit about your career, your experience. What have you been doing for the last several years, and what do you do for a living, and how is it?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It is a great honor to, introduce myself here. Well, I'm a policy analyst by training. I studied in the United States for public policy, but especially focusing on science technology policy. And there I teach some classes and then come back to Korea about 20 years ago and joined the Science Technology Policy Institute in Korea, which name is STAPI. There, my main function was to develop policy options on science, technology, innovation, and deliver to our ministers. So I focused on how to make more efficient and effective innovation system at the unit of nations, but also in global format. Well, while doing my career, I was very much lucky to join the OECD to delegate Korea to a Committee for Science Technology Policy. Well, I spent more than 16 years right now, but I'm very much lucky to be elected as chair for Science Technology Policy Committee. So right now, this is my fourth year, and probably next year, until next year, I will do it. And I have great experiences with the many Latin American countries, including Colombia. So this is me. Thank you.
That's great. Tell us a bit about the kind of discussions that you see and that you're having within the Committee for Science, Technology and Innovation within the OECD. Why is science, technology, and innovation important in the current global context? What kind of discussions are you having there? What kind of issues do you see that we as humanity are facing now where science, technology, innovation could play a significant role?
Well, this is a very tough question. Why science, technology, innovation is important, especially in this global context. Well, first of all, in order to address this question, probably I have to start with the traditional economics. Nonetheless, I would like to point it out. Just one thing, which is that, the traditional economics teaches that in order to produce some values, economic values, we need land, capital, and people. But think about it. Innovation, knowledge create innovation. Innovation in these days create much higher values to the society, to the national economics. So that's why most countries really trying to develop this innovation based on science technology, the science and technological knowledge, which gives you much higher values to your society. That's why we need science, technology, and innovation. But in this particular global context, I have to say that there's two dimensions. One is that we have a bunch of serious global challenges. So, for example, we just get through the COVID-19. We experienced it. It is really a serious global pandemic. And to overcome it, we just witnessed the power of innovation. You know, within a year, we developed successfully the vaccine. And without this vaccine, probably we cannot overcome this pandemic. And probably much longer pandemic we have to have. And much more casualties we may witness this. Another important challenge is climate change. Mm-hmm. Well, in these days we call it that climate crisis or climate emergence. Why? Well, if we do not make action right now, probably this may get over the tipping points that we cannot come back to our previous world. So this kind of global challenges need knowledge, how to wisely overcome it, and how to address these challenges effectively. So science, technology, and based on innovation, really provide many of good solutions to overcome these challenges. The other dimension is technology governance. What I mean is that we see many emerging technologies. AI is a front runner. We see every day new AI came out, which gives us very big benefits to our life. And nonetheless, we also see the big risk. Mm-hmm. If this kind of technological advancement goes without any considerations, probably the risk may, overrule all the old benefits that we can enjoy. So it is really a matter that we have to think about ahead of, development of these technologies, how to make them go into right direction. So, maximize our benefits, the benefits of these emerging technologies, and minimize the risk of these emerging technologies. So, synthetic biology, another example, but all these emerging technologies really changing our daily life and our growth, and we should pay attention to wisely regulate and govern to benefit our societies at its maximum.
That's very interesting, and you have pointed out very complex problems, but usually such complexity, and the more complex a problem is, the more actors need to come up to create innovative solutions and to provide different visions on how to solve and how to address such challenges. In innovation theory, we speak a lot about the triple helix concept, or the quadruple helix, or even quintuple helix, and so on. implying that collaboration between academia, public sector, companies, and society is quite important when it comes to promote innovation and science-based innovation. Do you think such concepts, the quadruple helix or quintuple helix or triple helix or whatever, is still relevant in the context of such complex challenges that you have mentioned before?
Absolutely. It is a really essential aspect that to promoting our innovations. Why? Let me tell you. Okay. In this society, in this globe, there's many people who specialize their careers in certain areas. Broadly, dividing probably the academics, which is really pursue to advance their knowledges in every corner of the disciplines, especially science, technology, and engineering areas. They produce knowledges, and these knowledges come out from their research. Another area is public research institutes and government as well. They put a lot of money with the tax monies in order to promote the application. The turning into these knowledges into real. How can I say it? This real life, our daily life. And another is using these technologies and apply to the products and services, which is innovation, and this is distributed to our daily life, right? Okay, so everybody has their specialties. These cycle should connect it, but unfortunately, in many countries, in many parts, these connections are weak, or sometimes it is, just a stop. Then innovation does not come out. Mm-hmm. That's why. So we have, academics, universities, especially, create some knowledges, and which is applied to technologies from the public and sometimes private companies, and produce innovations and provide some products and services, better products and services, which gives the much better daily life. This is innovation. So we have to make them collaborate and circulate it freely and more efficiently and effectively. That's the key. For example, let me give you in developing vaccine for COVID. There's a company. There's a lot of researchers. They cannot do themselves. Academics already developed many knowledges, basic knowledges that should be transferred to this company. Mm-hmm. But in between, there is some research institutes that always focus on how to this knowledge is turning into real products. So applied research is necessary. So within 1 year, this vaccine can be rolled out. In successfully developing such a vaccine, government also played some key role that shortening this approval. So fast track, how can I say it, examination
Yeah.
and approval process, it accelerate the development of this vaccine. So it is key, I would say, really connecting these different innovation actors.
Okay.
But here, another concept is a new concept is coming out, which is co-creation. Probably many of you heard of co-creation. This co-creation concept is actually similar to the collaboration among these innovation actors, but in many cases, and in these days, universities does not just sit to have basic research for producing knowledges. Sometimes they create their own companies. Sometimes they go to public research institutes, or sometimes their basic research immediately, directly create innovations itself. Another actors also companies do a very much a big portion of basic research because many cases basic research produce directly innovation itself. So in terms of the old concept of each actors have their own function, but this functions is overlapping to all others. So the basic concept of co-creation is that rather than just focus on actors, but let's focus on function. Function of creating innovation, function of creating knowledge, function of applying these knowledges into technologies. These functions should closely link. Then probably it might accelerate innovation itself as well. But also here, the further broader concept is that general publics also play very important role. Daily life, they found their problems, and sometimes they are very much creative to make simple but very innovative ideas. These ideas can be applied to produce much better innovations, especially to solving social problems. So all these dimensions come together and they're very complex collaborations and linkages, and network is happening in the community of innovation. So that's we call it co-creation with society, with economic arena, with many different areas. Co-creation is came out.
That's very interesting. We just have a few minutes left, but I wanted to ask, from a public policy perspective, which is your main field, how to change the mindset so we can move towards a model of boosting science, technology, and innovation that is not focused on promoting certain specific actors and their activities, but to promote the co-creation processes to enhance the innovation ecosystem. What's your take on that?
Well, public policy. Why the government, concerned about it? Why government has to intervene in the process of creating innovation? Well, simple enough. Traditional rationale is market failure. Well, private companies or general publics or universities does not have incentives to create it themselves. If it does not provide you any incentives. There's some certain area that markets does not work. This area, but very much important to create the knowledges and technologies and innovations. Very important area is here, but markets does not work. Then public monies should support it. On top of that, some systemic failures are there, and certain societies simply does not work in connecting these actors or functions. They're public policies. So what I mean is certain countries or regions are very much good at to producing better innovations, but some others not. Why? Because the framework condition itself is different. Their culture is different. Their available resources are different. So that's why government get involved in making much better ecosystem to produce better science, technology, innovation. This how can I say it? Making good policy will be all different depending on where these policies are applied. So basically, policy is really concerned about to make good framework conditions to accelerate promoting and accelerating the science technology-based innovation. That's the basic rationale of how can I say it's a policy intervention.
Great. Dr. Jang, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you here with us in our video podcast, and we hope to see you all soon in our next episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you.